Take 3? Alright. I have a problem with saving videos and trying a new mechanism. Alright. Damn. Take 1 was on point. Alright, let's start again. So I'm getting YouTube recommendations about the content is from and for what would be called climate change deniers. These are people that do not believe that human activity is contributing towards the warming of the planet and the melting of ice, the rising of sea levels. So it just got me thinking that I just want to point out that thus far, I haven't stated that my environmental startup is going to even be involved in that debate, climate change debate. Nowhere have I said that it's going to be about that. I don't want these so-called deniers of climate change to, I don't want them to sweat that I'm going to be the guy that tries to force them to believe that. You know, that's just one topic in environmentalism. That's just one quote-unquote environmental problem from a certain point of view. There are other environmental problems. And if this environmental startup works out, it makes 1 penny. I want to put that penny towards other things. I don't want these guys to worry that I'm going to be the guy trying to convince them about that kind of thing. I'm not going to be telling you about carbon taxes. I'm not going to be. That's not going to be me. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know if, as of now, I don't really think I'm going to use, if there's any revenue from this, I don't think I'm going to even use it towards renewable energy, because I already have a job for that. Oh, man, my first video is so much better. Alright. So my other job, other than the startup I'm trying to get going, I'm an energy consultant. I work with renewable energy. I went to school for this, sustainable energy. You know, it's totally possible to have a conversation about renewable energy without talking about climate change, greenhouse gases, melting polar caps, glaciers, rising sea levels. It's possible. Like, you can just have a conversation acknowledging that many of us are reliant on a resource for energy that is running out, and it would be tight if we could not have to worry about that. Just energy security. You know, it's possible to. I know. A lot of there's a correlation between these climate change deniers, so-called climate change deniers, and they really believe in energy security. They pride the United States' energy sector. There's a correlation there. I'm not saying all of them do, but there's a good amount of them that do. They're really proud of the United States fossil fuel industry. And I'm just saying that it's a fact that their resource is not going to last forever. That's all. So my other job, energy consultant, I do it because I believe in the American homeowners' right. What am I trying to say? Is it a legal right? I don't want to get mixed up in that. I'm not trying to be political here. I believe that American homeowners should have the opportunity to secure their own energy, electricity needs. Like in the case of a blackout or something like that, I think it'd be cool if American homeowner doesn't have to go through that blackout. Like that's actually the service that I provide, that my company provides, that I work for. We hook it up so that you can still have electricity in a situation like that. We also hook it up so that you're not subject to your power provider raising your electricity bill. We'll keep it lower. That's what we do. I believe it, but I'm not even gonna involve these two jobs as of now. That's just not my plan. It's not what I'm doing. I don't want my. I'm as of now. It's just not my. It's just not a part of my plan for me to personally use my environmental startup to personally talk about energy and environmentalism. I'm not going to be personally talking about. I'm pretty sure I'm not. But for now, as of now, it's just where I'm at. I'm not going to be. I don't plan on using, if it works out, I don't plan on using any revenue from it towards that kind of topic either. Because I already have a job like that. And they've been good to me. So like I'm satisfied with that. I'm cool with that. It's not what my startup, it's not what I want it to be for. But know that the website will have places where if you guys want to duke it out, discuss it, debate it, you can do that. That's cool. Whatever. It's a discussion about environmentalism, so of course I'd like to welcome that to this website. It works out. Just know that you're not going to hear that from me, and I'm not going to use if it makes any revenue. I'm not going to use that towards that kind of thing. Towards getting any word out there about being pro, like believing in climate change caused by man and that kind of thing. That's just not I'm not a climate scientist. So I'm not going to be personally doing that because that's not the kind of environmental professional I am. The kind of environmental professional I am is an energy consultant and sustainable energy specialist. I'm not a climate scientist. So I don't want anybody tripping out over that I'm trying to build some kind of network where I talk about that kind of thing or even like put any money towards it or not or whatever. That's just not what this is going to be about. If you guys want to talk about it on the network, go for it. But I'm not going to say a peep. What I do plan on using, if I get 1 penny of revenue, what I do plan on using it for, I just want to live up to the name of the company. I just want to live up to my professional experience and what's on my portfolio. It's on my resume. The name of the company, Green 2030 LLC. I just want to live up to that name. So this is what the name means to me. This is what it means to me. I guess it means two things to me. And it all just goes back to, it's on my resume. And that's not climate science, and that's not sea level rise. That's not the kind of environmental professional I am. The environmental professional I am is a sustainable energy specialist. And I'm getting my fix with that as an energy consultant, a totally different job. I'm satisfied there. I'm good. I'm just going to do my thing there, and it's not even going to be related to this environmental startup. Don't even worry about that. I care about helping the American homeowner. If they want to be energy independent, I can provide that service to them. If they want to not have their electricity bill increase, I can provide that service for them. That's just what I do. And it doesn't have anything to do with my environmental startup. But the other kind of, I'm also different kinds of an environmental professional. What I do, I'm a biogeographer. I'm a landscape ecologist. Somewhat, That's its own major. I use the skill. I didn't major in it. And restoration ecology, that's what's on my resume. That's what's on my portfolio. That's its own major too. I didn't major in that, but that's what I do. Geography's cool like that. What does all that mean to me? It means green, baby. It means green. What I do is I plant plants. Currently, I'm up to 103 that I am responsible for, somewhat, that I played a part in. I didn't do it all myself, and I couldn't have done it without volunteers and my employer at the time. We're really grateful. Had a lot of fun doing it. I just love it. It's my passion. So I'm just trying to make a company about it, So I'm at 103. What I've done, what I've planted. And I'm just trying to see how many more I can plant. We all need a deadline for our goals, and I figure, why not? Why not 2030? Why not? Why not see how many plants I can plant? Why not see how much green I can plant by 2030? Why not? Just a science experiment. Let's just try. You gotta have goals. That's mine. I'm at 103 right now. These are my babies. I care for them. I brought them into this world. I helped. Not single-handedly. Really. A lot of wonderful, wonderful volunteers, coworkers I work with. Miss you guys. So if I make 1 penny with the startup, if it doesn't just, it doesn't totally flop, see if I can use that to bring it up to like 104, whatever, and like if I'm, knock on wood, if I'm around till 2030, and if that's what I've done, my total is at 104 green things that I'm responsible for putting into the ground, so be it, whatever. Cool. And another thing that I do is I have a method to use satellites, drones, aerial platforms. You put on a certain kind of sensor on it. And let's just say that I could highlight and produce numbers of the area of forest that is lost, deforestation, and wildfires. If I can get that footage in real time, I can give you very accurate numbers of exactly how much area of forest is being lost. Or just vegetation in general. I do that by using near-infrared imagery to highlight just the color green. I learned this really specific tech skill at school. School's so hyped to use it. I'm like, oh, tight, I have all this student debt, and to do my specialty, the software is going to cost me freaking 12 grand. Like, oh, tight, okay. So I'm just going to give myself a deadline. If I can't make these maps highlighting green by 2030, then, like, what am I doing? Why am I even doing this? If I can't make 12 grand by 2030, like, what am I doing as an environmental professional? Like, why am I even doing this? So that's, like, 2 reasons that I chose this name for this company. And you gotta have goals. You gotta set some goals as a professional. I'm just trying to see how much green I can plant. And I'm trying to see if I can make these maps green. That's also on my portfolio. This is on my portfolio, and that's on my portfolio. You can check it out on portfolio.com / first name, last name of mine. Not just generically first name, last name. And both of these projects are that green, baby. I just like green. That's all. So you guys can chill. I'm not trying to force anybody to believe. I'm not trying to make anybody vote for like a carbon tax or whatever. That's not what I'm doing. That's not my specialty as an environmental professional. That's not what I do. I'm a sustainable energy, renewable energy specialist. I'm an energy consultant. I'm a biogeographer, and I'm a de facto restoration ecologist and landscape ecologist. And GIS specialist, remote sensing specialist. So a specialty in using near-infrared imagery to highlight Normalized Vegetation Differencing Index. So, so-called climate change deniers, you guys can relax. I'm not going to be that guy. I'm trying to force you to believe. Like, whatever, like at least if you're in the U.S., it's a free country. You have freedom of speech. And you guys are talking about environmental issues. That's what you're doing. Whether, people say you believe it or not, whatever. You're talking about it, and I'd like to build a platform where you can talk about it. If you want to talk about it, you can talk about it. On this website, if I don't fail school, if I can actually build this thing, you're welcome to come and talk about it. You guys can debate all you want. I don't care. Whatever. It's not my specialty as a professional. Why would I talk about climate science when I'm not a climate scientist? It's cool. I'm not going to try to be that kind of professional because I'm just not that professional. I'm not going to pretend to be that professional. So you guys can relax. I'm not going to be the guy trying to force you to believe that fossil fuels emit greenhouse gases. I'm not going to be the guy that tries to convince you that I don't know. I'm already mixing it up. I'm not going to be the guy that tells you that it's either short wave or long wave radiation, solar radiation, hits the Earth, and the albedo of the Earth makes it reflect back in the opposite, short wave, long wave radiation. See, I'm a bad climate scientist. It's not even what I am. And then that radiation gets absorbed by greenhouse gases that are known insulators. I'm not going to be that guy that tries to convince you of that. I'm not going to be that guy that says that not professionally, not when it involves money, revenue, or whatever. I'm not going to then say that those greenhouse gases then absorb that shortwave radiation from the Earth, insulates it, and then causes ice caps, glaciers to melt, which then causes the sea levels to rise. And I'm not going to try to get you to vote for a carbon tax. I'm not that environmental professional. That's not my specialty. That's just not what I do. You don't have to worry about that for me. Green 2030 LLC. I'm trying to see how much green I can plant by 2030. I just set a personal goal. Whatever. We all need deadlines. I'm trying to see how many of these Normalized Vegetation Differencing Index maps I can pump out by 2030. I have these green maps I can pump out. I just enjoy this work, so I'm going to try and do it. Whatever. It's what I do.